Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our first ever Bake Off. Today, we're going to have an epic showdown between our administration and our students. Today, Mr. Krotz and Mr. Larsen will work as a team against your student body president and vice president, John and Jasmin.
Thank you. They will be making sugar cookies and Rice Krispy treats at the same time. Both of these sugary treats will be judged by our two outstanding judges. Let's meet them now. First, we have Miss Rawson, not you, Scharlau. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Miss Rawson, and I'm one of the family consumer science teachers here at Wellington Middle High School. And I'm excited about getting to be one of the judges for the first Bake Off.
We also have Mr. Scharlau.
Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Scharlau. I'm excited to just eat food. I hope that they do really well. And I'm a science teacher here.
Now that we've met our incredible judges, we can meet our contestants. First of all, we have our one and only Mr. President, John Borchardt. And we have our Vice President, Jasmin Tafoya.
And now that we have met our contestants from our student side, let's meet our faculty side. First, we have, where are we? Our amazing Mr. Krotz and Mr. Larsen.
Does Team Student have anything to say before we begin?
We're just ready to cook, figuratively and literally.
Well, they sound confident.
What about our team staff? Do you have anything to say before we start?
Well, we're actually baking, not cooking, so I think we're a step ahead.
And you have to understand, to get as old as I am or as big as he is, we know how to cook.
Word.
Ooh, okay. So let's see how this bake-off goes. Okay, now that we have met our judges and contestants, let's kick off the competition. Oh. One important thing you should know is that these contestants will be tested with trivia questions. The prize for getting a question correct is sabotaging the other team.
Now let's introduce what they'll be cooking. One of the dishes our contestants will be making are some delicious sugar cookies to decorate. For this dish, the judges will be focusing on their decorating skills, which is why the dough has been pre-made. Our teams will also be making Rice Krispy treats at the same time.
Before we start, we're going to do our first round of trivia. You can sabotage the other team if you are right, but there will be a penalty if you are wrong. Let's start with Team Student. Here is your first question. True or false? The seeds are the spiciest part of a pepper. True. Do you agree? It is false. So, you are incorrect. You may not use a spatula.
Now, before you start laughing, I've got a question for you. True or false? Cutting a steak against the grain makes it tender.
Cutting a steak doesn't make it tender.
I guess we'll say false.
Incorrect. Now you guys must...
You cannot make something tender by cutting it. You're just cutting it.
You guys have to sing Party in the USA the whole time you are melting your butter.
Because cutting does not tenderize anything.
Okay. We seem a little spicy about this, but your punishment is singing Party in the USA the entire time.
Over here. Do you cook often?
I do a little bit. My parents own a coffee shop, and so they have to bake a lot of stuff. And then always during Christmas time, I go into my grandma's kitchen. We always make Christmas cookies.
So,
I know a lot about sugar cookies.
so you'd say you have a bit of experience with this sort of thing?
Oh yeah.
Are you feeling confident today?
Oh yeah.
Gonna take home that W?
They've got nothing on grandma's kitchen.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. You said you cook often. You cook.
Easy.
Is this a recipe you feel comfortable making?
Yeah, I guess you mix 3 things together and eat it.
Well, you sound even more confident. Interested to see how this is going to go.
Again, good thing this is a school. We learn something new every day. John, I like my cookies different sized, okay?
Yeah, different.
Yep. Oh, no, same size. Shoot.
Thanks.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Looks like a lot of activity over here. How is that going for you?
Not well.
Ooh, that's a little too brown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's way too brown. You have it way too hot.
Are you still feeling the same confidence?
It's kind of on the lowest setting, so. I still feel confident because I'm going to dump this out.
Okay, okay. This looks like it's going pretty well. Are you feeling as good about your odds of winning this as you are about singing?
I feel better about this than my singing.
Well, if that's true, then I think Team Student is in a...
Because Matt doesn't know facts.
And Larsen singing.
How could Matt make up stuff
Whoa.
when I've helped him so much while at Wellington Middle High School?
Team Admin is sounding a little cocky here.
Yeah, again,
It
we're
would
not
be a
singing
real
over
shame
here.
if Team Admin ended up getting sabotaged.
All right, Mr. Krotz, has your disadvantage hurt you at all?
No, just your ears, because I can't sing.
That is very correct.
See? Yeah.
I have noticed that Jasmin has been singing, and it's not her sabotage. Yeah.
Are you, as a judge, who are you feeling the most impressed by at this point?
Well, I'm a little scared, as these are my bosses. So I do want to give them a little bit more credit. I also like the rainbow, Fruity Pebbles. They have a better flavor than just Rice Krispies. I will say, Jazz and John are off to a bad start, not a big chocolate fan. So we'll see.
That's interesting. Interested to see how this is going to shake out.
You are off to a rough start. Well, I'm not the biggest chocolate fan, and I see you have Cocoa Pebbles that you will be making your Rice Krispie treats.
Af-
Whoa!
I,
That count as a spatula.
It's a spoon. It's a spoon.
I believe they're in the clear with that one. After that rocky start with the butter, is this second round going better?
Much better, much better. She's got it at the perfect color, perfect consistency. It's going good. It's going good.
I've actually never made Rice Krispie treats. I've made cookies.
Okay. Interesting to put the one with no Rice Krispie treat experience on the Rice Krispie treats, but
Jasmin, you've had some history of making food for the first time in front of people, right? I believe last year you made a peanut butter and jelly for the first time.
You made that and I ate it.
Honey, USA!
Oh my!
I feel like beef's been cut tenderized.
Did they lose points for messing up the lyrics?
I don't know. Hey, you're doing pretty good. I'm not actually.
teams, may I have your attention? You have 20 minutes remaining on the clock. 20 minutes. 20 minutes from now, you will be showing your creations to our judging panel. 20 minutes. Team Admin is on the wrong side at the moment. And
Team
they might get themselves on the wrong side of the judges with this bold choice to use believe this is Rainbow Fruity Pebbles. How,
See, and I love a good.
I love color.
I love fruity pebbles as well.
Yes, I really am impressed with the
And
choice.
Yes.
also, if you remember, Charlotte said he doesn't like chocolate.
I do not like chocolate.
So, this might actually give
so
him a
this
head start.
this choice might give Team Admin a major advantage.
I was impressed with the arm action and the fact that they did not burn their butter.
Okay. So, not like Jasmin did first.
I did.
They did get this
Pour it out.
seemingly perfectly on the first try.
I did just see Principal Krotz wipe his brow. I think he's feeling the pressure.
The pressure should be getting to him. It looks like Team Student is really they're doing real well over there.
All right, let's start asking some trivia questions.
Who should we start with?
Very correct. All right.
Very correct.
You will be offered the same chance as the students will.
Great.
So, how many burgers a day does McDonald's sell?
Ooh, like worldwide, nationally, what?
I don't actually know that, but
Well, then we probably don't know the real answer.
no, worldwide, how many do they sell a day? Your choices are A, 10 million, B, 5 million, or C, 6.5 million.
I would probably say none of the above. I think it's probably more than 10 million.
That is not really one of your
Mr. Krotz, your team is being asked a trivia question.
How many burgers does McDonald's sell a day worldwide? 10 million, 6.5, or 5 million? I said more than 10.
I know, so I'd go with 10.
Yeah.
10 million.
10 million, is that your final answer?
It depends on if you're going to make up some answer that's not true.
Yes, final answer.
That is incorrect. It is 6.5 million. You do not get to sabotage.
Oh.
Moving on to
I'd be looking out.
I don't need to sabotage. I've watched how they're cooking. They don't. Thank you.
That's some confidence from Team Admin.
ready there for this? Yes, I am ready. What is the most stolen grocery item? A, milk, B, cheese, or C, fruit? Jasmin, do you agree? I was going to say milk. It's A, milk, B, cheese, or C, fruit.
It's kind of hard to steal milk. I'd say it's fruit.
Sure, fruit.
That is incorrect. Not.
Okay, what is it?
Wait, can we know? It is D, cheese.
Oh, okay. So
We will be back with more opportunities to sabotage here soon.
what's our punishment?
No punishment. Although both teams are feeling confident going into the last half of this competition, even though they have not managed to get any trivia questions right, their cooking is looking pretty good.
Fruity Pebbles, savory. You learn something new every day, Jazz. Wow. Thank you. Okay.
Not very clean.
Don't know if that's ready to bake yet, Team Admin. Clock's a ticking. Teams, you have 15 minutes remaining. Judge Rawson, after seeing their creation, do you think that they doing as well as Team Admin over there?
So
Crossing
far,
it
I
right
do
away,
think
that's
that they're doing just as well. It'll come down to presentation and taste.
Those odds are looking good for Team Student. Let's go and see how Team Admin has been holding up. It looks like Team Admin has been the first to take their cookies out of the oven.
Right.
Since they're out of the oven,
A few of these are
when that man,
looking a little crispy, but it really comes down to which team can decorate them the best. And Team Admin has a head start, so the judges have expressed some serious concerns about some of the methods used by some of the teams. So interesting to see how the stress is getting to them and how this all might shake out. It looks like Team Student has already started shaping their Rice Krispy treats, although still no sign of any cookies out of the oven from either anywhere here. Let's go and check in on Team Admin.
All right, team admin. Ooh, they're busy. They're planning. What are we thinking?
You do the icing with the smiley faces.
Smiley faces. What are our plans, guys?
We're going to put this stuff on the cookies,
Stuff.
and it's going to look awesome.
Wise words.
Admin over here, we have another trivia question for them that if they get right, will let them sabotage Team Student.
Did I already tell you I wasn't about that?
Well,
And I can't believe Mr. Krotz would be about hurting students either.
would either of you like to tell me
Is it
what?
an ethical challenge? It just doesn't seem fair.
Would either of you like to tell me what the most consumed fruit is in the world? Your options are A, blueberries, B, tomatoes, or C, strawberries.
It's got to be the fruit of the devil, doesn't it? Tomatoes.
That's what I was thinking, because, yeah.
Team Admin has said tomatoes, which is correct. That means that Team Student will have to stand on one leg the whole time that they decorate their cookies. Team Admin seems to have been adventuring over to Team Student's side, which makes me think that we should ask Team Student a trivia question with a chance to sabotage. So, do either of you want to tell me what the most used herb is in the world? Is it either A, parsley, B, basil, or C, rosemary?
Basil.
That is incorrect, Team Student. You will not be penalized, but you cannot sabotage the other team. And I don't want to see both of those feet on the floor. I think that Team Student should have to give over the red icing. Let's go and check in on Team Admin, see if they're going to make use of that red icing. Oh, a bold strategy by Team Admin using chocolate chips and green icing. I think that this could pay off.
Earth tones, earth tones.
Those cookies are looking scrumptious. Bold moves are what the judges like. Teams, you have 5 remaining. 5 minutes to decorate your cookies and bake your Rice Krispies.
You guys seem to be keeping your balance pretty well. Oh, hello. So how has this penalty been hard for you guys?
What's worse is there's no piping.
You know, usually humans are bipedal creatures, so just one leg is a little bit.
He is bringing out the facts.
That's why he's the president, because I don't even know what that means.
Who wants to tell her?
Yeah, we don't need to air that out. Nobody knew that you didn't know what that meant.
Good. Team Student, how do you feel?
Our cookies are not nearly as hard as theirs. They put theirs in for way too long.
Team Student's designs have a bit more color, look a bit more springy, just like they seem to be springing around. And Team Student's cookies, I think, will taste quite a bit better. They weren't in the oven for too long. Both teams are down to 3 minutes as we enter into the last few minutes of this competition. I want to see who's going to crack under the pressure first. Will it be Team Student, who's not allowed to use their second leg, or Team Admin, who has been under the pressure from the start? I'm excited to see.
Are you getting ready for your judging?
Are we done?
I don't know. Are you?
Do we need all of our time? Probably not.
So what about your presentation? Are you guys very
Over there, like, that's happening. I feel bad.
what was your vision for your presentation?
As much sugar as possible. We got a little fancy here. See, they do this on the shows. Yeah.
Like the drizzle?
We have 2 different faces.
Little faces
See?
saying
We got
hello.
little faces.
Hello,
Rice
we care
Krispy
about
treat.
you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So why did you choose those 2 cookies over these amazing designs that you guys have?
Oh, I just like the way the faces looked.
Tough call.
Yeah, it was. It was. My W
it's
got a little off on that one, so I didn't want to go with
I
that.
really like the question mark nose, but
Yeah.
That is
cute.
Yeah,
So yeah, but sometimes you just got to make those tough decisions.
I get that. Okay, we have 1 minute, so hope you're prepared to present to your judges.
One last check-in with Team Student before this ends. Let's see how they're doing. No plating or presentation to be seen, although they do have cookies. I just hope that that goes over well with the judges. Their designs do seem to be quite good, but the presentation might just not stack up to what Team Admin has pulled off.
Now, question, Jess, were you jumping around with
5,
the knife in your hand?
4, 3, 2, 1, hands off. You will now bring your wonderful creations over to the judging table, where our two amazing judges will taste your food and see whether or not they like it. Would Team Admin start by bringing their creations to the judging table?
Feels fixed, but that's okay. So
Team Admin feeling a little salty before the judging even started.
there you go. So we've got a Rice Krispy treat, right, with regular Rice cookies as well as Cocoa Puffs. You got 2 cookies looking at you, kid. Then 2 more with our chocolate chips, white icing, with a little pink icing drizzle in
little
case you need a little
garnish.
extra.
Thank you.
I love the
Enjoy.
The hair.
curls.
How do you feel?
Mine's very
And we cleaned our kitchen too. It's all
Oh,
it's
wow.
done, cleaned up.
The presentation.
What are you going to start with?
Services.
Gosh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
try the
Rice Krispy?
Rice Krispies.
They seem excited.
All right.
Ooh. This is like a cheese pole, but a
Ooh,
marshmallow
it's
pole.
nice and gooey. I can taste the Cocoa Puffs.
Good job. No, not go.
Oh, what was it?
Fruity
didn't
Pebbles.
use
Fruity
Fruity
Pebbles.
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 I'm a big fan.
Team Admin's Rice Krispies have seemed to go over well with the judges. Let's see whether or not their cookies hold up the same.
So,
The cookies do seem to be a bit crunchy. Doesn't seem to be going
that
over
was,
well with the judges.
I wasn't just going to say that. I do like a little bite to it, but it's a little hard.
It was a little
Yeah.
hard.
Gonna try the other one?
I like the use of the chocolate chips. You can never get too much chocolate.
Hey, wait. This one's way better, actually. Try a little garnish. I'm not a big fan of the face.
Ooh, the face. Not a fan of it.
Flavor was good. They're a little too crunchy for my.
Just a wee bit.
I like softer. The Rice Krispy treat was excellent. Great flavor. Yes.
I'm interested to
Very
see
colorful.
how the next group, the students, tries to up this, you know?
I think that means it's a great time for Team Student to bring out their creations for the judging panel.
I will take these from you.
Thank you.
They seem to have gone with a different route of plating their creation, but time will tell. Team Admin would like me to point out that they did do some of this plating after the time was called, which will go into the judges' consideration.
But I'll say that Matt can't keep time, so I don't hold it against the kids, because that'd be wrong, right? That'd be totally wrong.
So, how?
Well.
Yep. Yep.
So
Kind of looks like a big salt
Yeah.
lick. Just, I guess,
It does.
I
yeah.
will point out that Team Student did not talk while your creations were being judged.
Thank you for pointing that out. They didn't talk because they were over here plating.
Oh.
So technically,
Different style.
We were kind of thinking like
can
a
add
Texas style, you know? In Texas, everything is bigger.
John, how many times have you been to Texas?
I actually lived in Texas.
Shoot. Okay. There you go.
As long as
Yeah,
Team
wow.
Student's
Me too.
Rice Krispie treats are as good as Team Admin's, then maybe having
And
more on
Miss
the plate
Nikki.
will be good for them.
But, yeah, a little confused. I don't know. How do we attack this? Just Lady and a Tramp? Or just pull it apart?
Pull it apart.
Well, okay.
I washed my hands the other day.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. First impressions.
Interesting reaction from Judge Scharlau.
Right away, you got the same thing I did. Yeah.
Would you mind expressing to us what you are?
No, that's good. That's really good.
Saving it for later.
That's really good. It's a little dry. Like it's dry. Is that the correct word? You're crying. You look like you're crying.
It's tears of joy.
Yeah. Wow. Does anybody know the Heimlich? Woo. We all right? Yeah. Here, do you want me to save that for you for later? It's really good.
Okay, it went down.
Yeah, woo! Yeah. Here, I got that.
It seems Team Student would have done well to bring some water with their baking.
Yeah. All right. Do you like frosting? I'm not a big. This is a. Yeah.
No, I do not
No.
like.
Yeah.
No.
So I like the design. Flowers.
Probably a little heavy on
Little
that.
heavy.
Yeah.
And they're like I said. I was asking before. Does this have red 40 in it? And they didn't tell me yes or no.
Does it have
So,
what?
Red 40.
Oh, that's true.
Right, mhm.
That's true.
We'll see.
All right. Are you gonna go for
I'll take the.
I'll do the.
Oh, I actually like the way that this is breaking
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Not crunchy.
Seems their cookies may save them.
You had spoken too soon. What are we? What?
There's a
what
way
are
better
thoughts?
cookie. Rice Krispy, dog water, not good.
Did you guys give her some water?
Nah, I mean we're
Yeah, we probably should have served some water with this.
we're good.
The icing is really kind of
Overpowering.
overpowering,
Yeah.
sweet, and yeah.
However, the cookie itself,
But the cookie was not as dry, and not as crunchy.
it was a perfect bite, you could say.
Right.
Woof. This
this
is a
one's
tough. Yeah, this
hard.
is tough.
I really, and considering admin's our boss.
Right. No. That. Oh, hey. I know.
I'd also like to point out that admin is already washing their dishes, while Team Student seems to have a
that's
pretty
confidence.
messy workspace.
That is a big bunch of
We would
points.
like to listen to the judge's opinion.
Is there?
Okay.
Is there a way we could do a cookie?
Half and a half.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I believe
they went
full
These-
credit has to go to one team.
Okay. So.
It's what?
Are we ready? Yes. Here are the winners of our 2025 Wellington's Bake Off.
Over a lot of discussion and thinking, years of experience of judging, we have to say that the admin won. Not biased because of who
no.
they are to us. We love them though. They're great guys. Very smart.
A little more about their baking skills.
Oh, their baking
Okay,
skills.
the
Yes.
baking skills, yes.
Very. All right. So we were a little upset about the dryness of the cookie, but the frosting to cookie ratio, immaculate.
Yes. And Rice Krispy.
Yeah, that was hands down.
were fabulous.
Yeah. I still have yours if you would like any more.
No, because they
Okay.
came
All
from
right.
this
Yep.
one.
Okay. Well.
And not to say that Team Student did not have some great. Your cookies were wonderful. They were cooked just right, so they weren't crunchy. But it was a little dry on the Rice Krispy treat.
Just a little.
Yes. I didn't choke, but it was close.
It was close. It was touch and go for a second.
It was. It was.
Yeah. No.
Very strong
you.
showing from both teams. They both had their strengths and they both had their weaknesses, but in the end, congratulations to Team Admin on their win. Do you have anything to say about why you think you won?
We were better.
That's confidence. Team Student, do you have anything to say about what you could have done better? Anything?
We weren't better.
We could have just came in more humble and understood what we were baking beforehand.
That probably would have gone a long way. I see our judging panel has some more to say.
Do you think these sabotages hindered you guys, and that has to do with part of the problems?
It could be that since we couldn't use a spatula, we had to use a spoon and be a lot more firm with our stirring, which breaks up the marshmallows and doesn't give as much air, which could take away from.
Sounds true to me. Yep.
Well, that's very
An
good.
early mistake
Very
on those
good.
trivia questions may have been what doomed Team Student. Although this brick of Rice Krispy probably should have been cut up.
We just wanted to express our love for Rice Krispies and a sense of plating.
But thank you all so much for tuning in to Wellington's very first Bake Off. It was a lot of fun. Both teams worked very hard, made some amazing creations.
Thank you, and see you guys next time.
Thank you so much.